Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 3:23 p.m.
Right, guys. So I was not going to take my dog out for a walk. Was cold this morning and shivering, so I wrapped him up in a blanket. But bless him, he's house trained. So I went to go to the loo. He was all curled up on the sofa, and he knows what time it is when he goes out. It's like a clockwork thing with him. So he came out to me, and he was waiting by the door. So I knew he wanted to go to the toilet. He's house trained, you see. He doesn't like going in the flat, and I don't blame him either. So I thought I'd put his little coat on. So we put his blue little coat on, which he hates it. And anybody that's got chihuahuas are very grumpy, they like their things their own way. And when a chihuahua is not feeling too good, they nip, they bite. So I suffered trying to keep my poor dog warm. He did not want me to put his coat on him, so he nipped at my finger. Chihuahuas are not child friendly. They're not. He's a male chihuahua and he gets very grumpy, and small dogs bite just as much as big dogs do. But I know my dog, right? So it's best to put a pair of gloves on when I'm trying to put a coat onto my dog. So when people say to you, I'm going to tell you something as well. When people poke their nose in and they say, "Oh, your dog must be cold, he hasn't got a coat on," you try putting a coat on my chihuahua. When I had a baby, and every mother will know this, that when a child is growing from a baby into a toddler and he's found his feet and he's wiggling his feet in the pram, how many mothers have lost shoes off their baby's feet? And one day I was coming home and my baby had one shoe on and one shoe off. And every time I put a shoe on my baby's foot, he kicked it off again. So this woman came up to me and she went, "Can't you afford to put two shoes on your baby's feet?" Some of them even threaten to report you. They do. And you just say, "Go ahead." Because you ask any mum that's got a toddler how hard it is to keep a baby sat in a pram, because toddlers get tired, don't they? They get tired and they still need a pram to sit in, and then they start doing this and trying to climb up onto the pram, and it makes you look bad, but in fact it's a baby growing into a toddler and growing into a child just to learn and find his feet and stuff. But I wasn't cross with this lady. I just explained to this lady that my baby had kicked his shoe off whilst I was out going to get some nappies and milk for him, and I couldn't find the shoe. So there you go. I've had it all my life, all my childhood and all my adult life, people judging me, poking their nose in, reporting me to God knows who do nothing anyway. They don't. It's only when I reported something that something nasty happened to me, and if I hadn't have reported it, that probably wouldn't have happened at all. And that was just vengeance on somebody else's part, trying to get me back for them being reported. So there you go. and I was being reported someone because I was genuinely concerned about something. I wasn't poking my nose in. Anyway, I've moved on, and let's forget that. I honestly have lost everything I've ever had. I've lost my home. In the past, I've lost my home. I have been homeless at Christmas, homeless on my birthday. I've had trouble with access to my kids. You know, like men, when a man splits up with a woman and you fight over access to your children, it's usually the man, right, that doesn't see the kids, or is arguing with the girlfriend, the wife. I was a woman trying to get contact sessions with my children, and I ended up losing everything. My home, my kids, the clothes off my back, my coat, everything. I had to start afresh from scratch. And I didn't know what to do with myself. I was banging the walls, I was crying, I wanted to give up. But something inside me said, no, keep going and prove them all wrong, because one day they will regret what they did to me. Regret it. All of them. And it's the same for other people. Carry on. Whatever people say to you, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yes, you can. They are just trying to stop you. You can shine your light. Let them just carry on. And they will regret what they've done. They will regret it. They will live and grow to regret it. So, I finally did get my dog's coat on. He didn't want it on, but he's cold. So I put my gloves on and I took his little nips at my hands, and he went out with me for a walk and a carry. So he needed to go to the toilet, but he didn't want to walk a long distance. So the distance, I carried him under my arm, and then I put him down when he wanted to go for a wee. You have to have patience as well in this world. Patience. And that's what a lot of people haven't got. Pushing and shoving another out the way. And there's no need for some of them to be in a hurry. They want to get there first and push you out the way to do it. Let them. Smile. Because it won't do them any good. It'll take all their energy, and they won't have any energy later on. So Max and I just walked onto the field, and I know my dog is tired. I know that I'm tired still from yesterday, and I just am not putting up with people's bullshit. And that does not mean arguing with them or getting angry with them. It just means standing firmly and strong, head up high, walking past them and ignoring their bullshit. Right? I'm not here to play games. We're only on this planet for a short amount of time, and I don't want to play games with idiots. I want to get to my destination, and they're not going to stop me. So it was when I was coming back, right, that minor niggles started to happen. So this couple are walking down the path, and the guy had a bright red nose. He looked like Santa Claus. He looked like a younger version of my father Derek. A bright red nose, glasses, grey hair. "It's dirty," he said to his wife. "It's dirty." I don't know what he was talking about, but he actually went down to sit on the bench in the freezing cold with his wife. "It's dirty." I just walked past them. There was a van by the Rochester Riverside office, and this bloke has the door right out across the path. So I'm walking down the road. His car door is there, his car door. So I went round this way. I went round that way. See? I didn't push the door shut. I went around it that way. Then I could hear a female voice on loudspeaker talking to this man, and I still walked on down the path. And I gets towards my building, and she's waiting for me next door. She is waiting with that dog. And she opens her door and lets the dog on the balcony. But I've already got inside the block of flats when it starts barking, so ha 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 ha. And then I come up the stairs and I can hear it barking next door to my flat, and I just go into my flat and I think, yeah, you do what you did the other day, and you waste all your energy, because I'm keeping mine for when I need it. You waste your energy, yeah? You waste your time and energy waiting for me to come back so you can start that bullshit. And I just came into my flat and completely ignored it. Right? I don't smoke. She smokes next door. She smokes like a chimney, and she smokes vapes as well. I don't smoke. She's exceedingly more thinner than me as well. These are smaller as well. Right? So I've come into my flat, and whatever weekend we have, we're going to be okay, because I'm going to concentrate on learning languages. Do you know what? I'm even trying to learn Italian. Italiano. And do you know, right, we all know what a cornetto is here in England, yeah? A cornetto. You would think that is Italian, like for, you know, ice cream. Ice cream in Italy is gelato. Gelato. A cornetto in Italy means a croissant. A croissant. So a cornetto in Italian means a croissant. You learn something new every fucking day, and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, than be wrapped up in their crap and their bullying bullshit. So let them carry on, and you're falling on deaf ears, and you treat me like I'm invisible, so this is what was said to me. Fuck off. So, good afternoon, everybody. These people are dumb and silly. And I'm not dumb and silly. I hope everybody listening to me on here is having a good day, whether you're a genuine follower. And for those that are genuine followers, thank you very much. I hope you get a bit of a giggle and a bit of insight. And to the bullies and trolls, you must be learning something too. See you later.